Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Becca from Loving Seers Tarot and Readings by the Empress. Reading today on what is a parallel self trying to tell you. You know, there's that theory that we may be living out different trajectories in parallel dimensions. You know, what if one had chosen this instead of that? They'd be living a different life. And there's maybe a parallel self who is living a different life. So we're going to ask what that parallel self wants to tell you today. Okay, so choose the crystal that calls to you today, and we'll begin. Okay, for those of you who chose the Amazonite, there's a lot of electromagnetic energy in the air. I'm squinting here. I need to remember to use my glasses instead of contacts to various things. Microwaves, cell phones. This stone acts as a filter for that pollution. It opens the throat and heart chakras and helps you to speak your truth. Love that. I love that about Amazonite. All right, so that is symbolically given to you by your higher self, your source today. All right, let's see what your parallel self has to tell you, pile number one. From the Night Waite, we have the Page of Wands. And we have the Eight of Swords. All right. From the Arcanum deck, we have the Queen of Wands. Ooh. And we have the Three of Cups. Lovely. From the Light Seers Tarot, we have the Three of Swords. And we have the Fool. Well, there's your major arcana. That's the Fool card. So some sort of new beginning may be beckoning. It may be time. Okay. Which might come as a relief, given that you've got this Eight of Swords and you might have been feeling kind of trapped for some time. I'm wondering what your escape hatch is. Well, now this Queen of Wands, now that's very mature, very powerful, fiery energy. So I am thinking that means that you certainly do not shrink from a challenge. You certainly are quite purposeful. Perhaps the Eight of Swords is about you may feel trapped about something because you've decided to be. It may be that you could walk forward through those swords. You could, shrug off these ties, of course. And you could, but you've decided that it's not time. So what is it? What is it that maybe makes you decide it's not time? And this is the steampunk deck. King of Coins. Could be your need for financial stability. Maybe you're an earth sign. You don't have to be an earth sign, though, to value financial stability. Maybe that's been very important to you. And maybe it's not only for you. Let's see. Let me look at this Two of Wands. Or no, Page of Wands. That's the Page of Wands. Okay, so you're just doing the next thing that's in front of you, this means. Queen of Cups. Wow. See, I get this strong feeling that for some of you, it's not just that I can't move forward yet because it might introduce some instability into my life. It can be that compassion, empathy makes you think, I can't introduce stability into someone else's life that I care about. You know, there could be somebody who is in high need of security and you feel like you can't just escape whatever it is that has you feeling trapped. You are definitely a purposeful person. But like I said, that Queen of Wands, you know, she is not shy. When it is time to move, when her priorities have shifted, or else it's time to take the next step in her life in line with her priorities, because she knows what her priorities are. That's you. You know what your priorities are. If something shifts and it's time to move forward, she will. So I almost wonder if there's something with this feeling of being trapped. It's like you're just waiting for the thing to shift that needs to shift. There is something about this situation too that has brought emotional pain. You know, kind of keeps on doing that with some regularity. It's like as long as you feel trapped here in the Eight of Swords, and you're not truly trapped. This is because of your own decisions and maybe your priorities and maybe your care for somebody else. But as long as you decide to stay, it looks to me, Nine of Cups, right? It looks to me like you will keep having this repeated kind of heartache about something. Maybe the very person that you're concerned about is also bringing you some heartache. The Nine of Cups is beckoning. So this Fool card is the new beginning that beckons. It's saying, oh, it whispers to you. What is the desire of your heart? What is your wish? And can you reconcile that with your priorities? You have some deep thinking going on here, pile number one. And then there's this part of you too that just wants to celebrate and wants to have your wish. And please entertain that. Please entertain that. Sometimes when we make a decision that we, because of this reason, you know, swords are thoughts, we're not going to move forward. We sometimes can lose sight of what it is we want. This reading to me is encouraging you, don't lose sight of what you want. Don't lose sight of the desire of your heart. Don't give up on that. Don't think that can't happen. Okay? And don't think that you won't be free of whatever this is. You will. Queen of Coins. Okay, so there's security for someone else and security for yourself, perhaps. Becomes, I almost feel, I just heard the phrase like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Like that kind of feeling. So what is needed, Source, for pile number one to have their new beginning? We have the Sun. We have the Sun. Okay, so that's receiving. That's allowing favor to smile upon you. That's allowing Source energy, that love to shine upon you. That brings your new beginning. It could be that whoever it is you're concerned about, there are two figures here. It could be that both of you get a new beginning. In any case, for sure you get a new beginning by receiving. You know, sometimes this Queen of Wands, sometimes the Queen of Wands is so purpose-driven, and you know, she can really be counted on. And this is he or she. Remember, gender is interchangeable with the tarot. And that wand, royalty, she can be counted on to follow through on her main priorities. The Queen of Cups can be counted on to do this with insight, compassion, empathy, understanding. But you know, this King and Queen of Coins, What is it that they need to receive for the new beginning? Page of Coins. Oh, okay. So pile number 1, I see this. This is do not lose the sight of the desire of your heart. Do not give up on it. Page of Coins means I do see this need for financial security. I do see this. And perhaps this desire with the 9 of Cups for financial abundance. So the Page of Coins is taking the next step that can be a real avenue for abundance coming into your life. And again, for some of you, the coins could be about health instead of wealth. That's fine too. That's Pentacles as well. But now this Page of Coins is sort of like, okay, let's open our minds up to the I almost said possibility, but I feel like certainty is the word, that the desires of your heart will manifest, okay? This new beginning is taking you there. And the Page of Coins is sort of like, yes, entertain the next idea for what may increase your abundance, certainly, because it really could grow. And the Page of Wands here, isn't this interesting? We have the Queen of Coins with the Page of Coins. We have the Queen of Wands. What do we have? The Queen of Cups with the Page of Wands. So it's sort of like, okay, so it's sort of like, and the Queen of Wands too, yeah. It's sort of like, do the next thing. You may not quite have the feeling you can get to the desire of your heart quickly, but I feel like the Sun is saying, favor smiles upon you, and it could be faster than you think. And just opening your heart to the possibility is enough. And doing the next thing that draws you, engaging in the next thing that can bring abundance. It's like that. And you may be surprised. But that is taking a step forward out of the 8 of Swords. So we never know which step forward is going to be the one that frees us, do we? Sometimes it feels like we've been taking steps forward and we're still not free. But you never know which step it's going to be, where it snowballs and suddenly you're taking off. So that's what I see. I hope that is helpful from your parallel self. We have to listen with the eyes of our intuition, our soul, and take from each reading what resonates. So I thank you so much, and we'll see you next time, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading, pile number 2. Now we are going to ask what your parallel self wishes to tell you today. And you chose the turquoise. And this beautiful sky blue stone is a healing stone. It is especially powerful when used in the throat, solar plexus, and third eye. It's been known to calm mood swings and stabilize running thoughts and worries. At the same time, it can stimulate romance and love. Goodness. So your parallel self gives this to you as a gift symbolically today, pile number 2, turquoise. Okay, let's see what your cards are. With the Knight Waite, we have the King of Wands reversed. I must have put that on there. Oh no, just one reversal. We'll keep it. The 2 of Coins as well, the 2 of Pentacles. With the Arcanum deck, we have the Page of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. With the Light Seers, we have the Queen of Wands and we have the 3 of Cups. Well, now this is interesting, isn't it? Wow, your parallel self. You know, pile number 2, I got the sense immediately as I was laying the cards, like this message from a parallel self is, you did better. This message is, You made a choice that saved you from a lot of heartache, and do not ever doubt it. That's what I'm hearing very clearly. Okay, let's learn more about this. Okay, so we have the King of Wands reversed, and we have the Queen of Wands upright. So why is the Queen upright and the King reversed? We have the Two of Swords. Oh, two ways of looking at it. No, that's simple. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, oh gosh, I get it. The Queen of Wands is, she is victorious here, is she not? I mean, she is fiery, she is happy, she is enjoying her physical life. She is, look at all the little candles. That's her version of fire. It's quite beautiful. She has fire in her palm, like magic. Wow, that energy. And now, and the King of Wands is reversed here. Okay, you know what I feel like saying? I feel like, in the Five of Cups bears this out, it's almost like there are two perspectives on your history. There is a choice that you made that you maybe still wonder about, was that the correct choice? Okay, so I think, and so that's what keeps your King of Wands from being upright. That's what keeps that from, it keeps it a little wonky, because it's this uncertainty. Did I do the right thing? So there might have been a decision recently or in your history that you felt like you had to make this choice based upon your priorities, and you wondered if that was right. You know what your parallel self is telling you right now? I hear it would have been worse had you not made that choice. That's what I hear from your parallel self. Wow. Two of Coins is sort of like balance. You're balancing everything. Maybe that parallel self also learned. And your oversoul shares all that information. But one way was higher. The Two of Coins is the nimble juggler. Maybe what I'm hearing is there are certain difficult experiences you were going to have regardless, because that was part of your soul contract. That's part of maybe what your higher self wanted to experience and learn from here. But one path was the better way. You know how the Rider-Waite, the nimble juggler, has both, like one coin is higher than the other. Like in this lifetime, you have learned things in a better way than in a parallel life. In a, slightly more secure way, slightly more abundant way, in a better way. So I feel like what I'm hearing here with this Five of Cups as well is, don't look back with regret, please, because it could have been worse. You could have you have made many good choices, is what I'm hearing. And look at the power in you. Look at the power in you. So obviously you have not shrunk from taking action. You have not shrunk from acting in line with your priorities, fulfilling your purpose. I think you're doing great. So this is the Six of Coins here. That's nostalgia. Okay, so in other words, I feel like they're saying, please don't look back and regret. Okay, the Two Cups rising, look at that instead. All right, the cups that are still full, the cups of blessings that you preserved. Yes, and the Six of Coins is sort of like, if anything, look back on the past, look back on your past self, and with love and affection. Right? That's the Six of Coins, the children with the cups upright, and it's the card of nostalgia. If anything, look back on your past self with love and affection. I feel like they're telling you, please, when you look back, don't think, I wish I wouldn't have done this, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I feel like your parallel self is telling you, no, it's not like you had a million choices. It's not like you were going to escape this lifetime without some challenging circumstances because you signed up for those. Just like your parallel self signed up for them. So please do not regret. And anybody else affected, well, they signed up for some challenging circumstances as well. So please, no regrets, no regrets. Actually, this lifetime has gone better than a parallel lifetime. Although it seems to me like your parallel self and you get to the same place anyway. But I think you took the better route. Okay, we have the Lover's card here and the Page of Coins. I think in this lifetime, you've done a really pretty good job of juggling your sources of security, taking up paths to abundance. You've done a good job of that. The Lover's card is here and the Three of Cups. So we have some friendship, some celebration. You've had some good times. And the Wheel of Fortune brings in more. This is what I'm seeing. I feel like what your parallel self is saying is because of the choices you made. Yes, of course, you still had to go through some challenging circumstances. However, you made choices that let you move into better fortune sooner in this lifetime than a parallel self perhaps did. So, no regrets, no regrets. And Justice card. It is now fair that you would reap the rewards of having moved through the difficult experiences. That's what I see. And perhaps in love, and perhaps in friendship, and perhaps in just a love of your own self and greater understanding of your own power. Gosh, so interesting here. Yeah. So that's what I hear from your parallel self pile number 2. That's pretty amazing. Well, thank you, and I will see you next reading. Welcome to your reading pile number 3. Let us see what your parallel self has to tell you today. You chose the Carnelian stone. And this says, position the stone near any door in your home, and it will invoke protection as well as healing, positive energy into your space. So Carnelian stimulates the metabolism to metabolize and promote healing, and its healing power can also I guess I have to see this other stones. Okay. Cleanse other stones. Oh, very interesting. Goodness gracious. So we're supposed to put carnelian with our other stones. Oh, interesting. Did not know that. Okay. So let us see what your parallel self has to say. With the Waite Smith, we have the Queen of Wands reversed, as well as the Six of Cups. Interesting, interesting. Okay. This is something like the last reading, pile number 2 I did. Ace of Wands from the Arcanum deck and the King of Cups. From the Light Seers deck, we have the Hanged Man and we have the Magician. Oh my gosh, there's your major arcana coming out with a bang. All right, so let's see. What do we have? What does the parallel self want to say with this? The Magician and the Hanged Man. Six of Cups, King of Cups. Why is the Queen of Wands reversed? Especially, why is the Queen of Wands reversed when there is an opportunity being held out to you? Let's see. And I'm using the Steampunk deck to clarify. We have the 8 of Coins. You're learning. Oh, well, the Queen of Wands can be reversed because even though she is quite powerful, purposeful, she prefers to move forward with some fire and some life. The Eight of Coins may mean that she has been learning. So, and remember, gender's interchangeable in tarot. So you may have been working on something and wanting to move forward on it, but really you needed to learn. You know, that's just like all of us. And of course, the Queen of Wands would be the type to not hesitate to learn something new. You know, she would be the type to constantly be taking on new opportunities. So what I am seeing is you have been learning something, you've been preparing for something, and now the opportunity comes in. What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. Ooh, a new idea. So not only does an opportunity present itself, but also the inspiration for it with that Ace of Swords. You've got source energy coming in to help you everywhere here. I wonder if there's been a period of, you know, when we're learning something, when we're learning about something or practicing something or gaining in skill, we sometimes feel like we're not moving forward, which would kind of drive the Queen of Wands a little crazy, I have to say. She is used to moving. But we are moving. It's just the things are moving around within our minds and getting ready for the new opportunity, the new inspiration that is coming in. So, wow. And you also have this King of Cups. So that's some very mature energy, intuitive energy. So you may have been really honoring your intuition is what I see here. In the timing. Six of Wands. Victory. Yes. Also, there might be something to do with, and I don't know what this you've been learning. I mean, it could have been a skill. It could have been something that's in line with your main priorities in life. It could have been, a new way of being. Yeah. It's had you looking back with the Six of Cups. It's had you looking back at your life and at the way you've accomplished things before. That's what I see. And learning from that. Relooking. Oh, of course, the Hangman. Seeing everything from a new perspective. It's sort of like something major's happened with you in recent months or years, where it's just been like seeing everything new, seeing everything, you know, you're getting more supernatural, divine clarity. Absolutely. Yeah, Four of Cups. So actually, this is, of course, you've been looking in the past, you've been considering what you've had with a little dissatisfaction, right? Like, what is it that has been dissatisfying to me? I am learning. I almost wonder if you're learning a new way of being here. I almost wonder if for many of you that it's that. But then we have opportunity come in. There could be some specific thing coming in as well. The Magician, the Hangman, it's like once you've seen everything from a whole new perspective, and you're there. The Magician can come in and bring in, the completion of a Ten of Swords. The completion of Ten of Swords. It can bring in the change, can bring in the, okay, now it's like now I realize how this has been. I realize I can't, and this could be sacrificing your own well-being. This could be accepting some treatment you shouldn't be accepting. This could be being your own internal critic, just too critical of yourself. This could be a lot of different things as Ten of Swords. But for you, it's a completion. It's over. You've learned. You see things from a new perspective. Source is cooperating with your growth and bringing in something new magically. We have the Two of Cups. Interesting. This may involve agreement, an agreement made with somebody or seeing eye to eye with somebody. So it may be that you're coming upon this new way of seeing things partly through talking to or learning from, or just, bouncing things off of some other person. So something really wonderful is happening here. I feel like your parallel self is saying, that they're pleased with you. I mean, here you are, willing to look at things from a whole new perspective, willing to look at your past and see what's good and what was dissatisfying. Willing, you're not somebody who's shrinking from any kind of challenge. Not to say the future is bringing challenge, because I kind of think if the Ten of Swords is the completion, I kind of think it's bringing greater freedom, I want to say. Your parallel self may have been going through something similar that you've been going through. And just coming in to reassure you that yes, this is part of our journey here. Let's see, let me pull another. Page of Wands. Okay. It's not like you need to, it's not like you should be having some huge revelation or anything. The Page of Wands has just picked up the Ace of Wands and just done the next thing that seems to be interesting or seems to be in line with priorities. I feel like this message is not so much you must do this or you should do that. It's sort of like, please be aware that you could be you could be heading down a path that just turns into something that makes everything so much better. It's sort of like, let it unfold. Source is coming in to help. Let it unfold. It's like that. You might not even know exactly where you're going. The Page of Wands tells me you don't need to know. Much of this has been about what you've been learning and seeing things from a whole new perspective. And it lays the groundwork for what's next, which will be much better, I believe, with the Magician and the Ten of Swords, now being complete, the Ten of Swords complete. This will be better. Just take the next step. That's what I hear. All right. I sure hope that was helpful, pile number 3. I thank you so much. We'll see you next time.